Welcome to another episode, Cook with the Wing King. Me, host Olu Babalola here today. Cook buffalo chicken wing pizza, right? It's real quick, easy, simple, and it's really, really good. It's something unique, it's different. I've not seen it anywhere else made like this because the sauce isn't just pure buffalo sauce. It's a lot more creamy, which we'll get into in a minute. Please like and subscribe the YouTube channel. Thanks a lot for watching. Thanks a lot for coming, sharing with your friends. Leave comments. Let me know what you think. Okay, so I've decided, right? If I get like a whole bunch of comments on one thing, I'll address it. I've had a couple comments here and there that are showing different things, but the main comment that I had I think like 7, and it was, oh, I should wear one of those chef white coats and look like a proper chef. That's not happening. Like, no disrespect to the people that wear that, but it's clown clothing to me. I'm sorry, just what it is. I'm an 80s baby from London, and it's been about fashion my whole life. When we was in school, when I was a kid, I went to a school, we used to have to wear uniform, and instead of trousers, we wore designer jeans. Like, I've always just been into things like that. So I can't go from that kind of swag to one of them silly coats. Just can't do it. I see you guys on Facebook, you power yourself with your clown hat. You look crazy to me, I'm sorry. It's just not my thing. So if it works for you, cool. Me, I'm gonna stick in my own clothing, and that's just what it is. Don't worry about what I'm wearing, just worry about what I'm cooking. This is gonna be a new segment, Wine of the Week. This is called, Polpito. Listen, it was on sale. That's just what it was. £7.50, I paid $4.50 for it. I don't even know what country. It looks Spanish. Yes, product of Spain. Yeah, that's the wine of the week. All right, every time we're going to do wine of the week. Hashtag wine of the week. You know, these games were fun, but now the fun's over. It's time to go to work.
In there, relax Babalola, finish at the rim.
To get the ball inside. Moments ago, that good penetration, finding that open jumper for the 3, but they've got to keep Ford on him.
My name is Olu Babalola, former professional basketball player, now cooking buffalo wing king chicken wings. Chicken wings. So now we'll do the blue cheese. Buffalo chicken wing pizza. We'll need 1 packet of cheese. Mix it up with any cheese you like. This is 4 cheese mixture. So you need one whole packet of cheese, as well as 1 packet of sliced mozzarella, no buffalo. All right. So you need that. You need 2 cups of milk, full fat milk preferably. 1.5 cups of buffalo sauce. Some Philadelphia cream cheese, about 2 tablespoons. And just whatever herbs it is you like to decorate your pizza. Obviously, with it being pizza, most people like oregano. So you want 2 tablespoons of that and 2 tablespoons of an Italian dressing, Italian seasoning. All right. So first thing we wanted to do though is get into a chicken. So on the pizza, obviously we can't have chicken wings on the pizza. That'd be the weird. But we're gonna go with the closest meat that tastes like a wing, with minus the bone, which is the chicken thigh. So I've got 2 here. One of them I've already deboned. I was just gonna cut them up, but I think it's important to show you how it's done. How to debone, take the bone out of the thigh. It's really simple. There's no special way of doing it that a butcher does or anything. It's just pretty much common sense. Just find the bone and cut around it. And keep your knife on the bone as much as you can to avoid wastage. You don't want to waste any meat, all right? So just find the bone, put your knife in, right down the middle, and just cut. Try and use a sharp knife. Remember we spoke about that. Always use a knife as sharp as you can, get it. And just keep your knife on the bone, both sides, until you get it right through. Then once you can get your knife through the meat and onto the board, like that, just cut down. Then you will expose that part of the bone and just strip it down. It's very easy, all right? There's a knuckle there. You don't want to keep that in. Just cut around that knuckle. And it should just pop right out. So once you've got that out, you've got your filleted chicken thigh. Take the skin off, chop it up. You don't need the skin, it's going to be in the way. I don't really like wasting skin. I like to sometimes fry it by itself. You can use it as a garnish on different things. But for the sake of this recipe here, we will not be needing it. So I'll just discard it. So once you've got the skin off, try and clean it up. There's a little bit of fat on the sides. So just clean that fat off. You don't need to get it all off because it will render down when you cook it. But just obviously you don't eat too much fatty foods. The thigh is really tender. It's considered dark meat, so it's really got a lot of flavor in it. So you don't need to add more flavor from too much fat. So once we've done that, we'll then cut it into bite-sized pizzas because this is what's going to go on top of as a topping for your pizza. Once you cut your chicken up into nice bite-sized pieces, wash your hands obviously because you're dealing with raw chicken. And you want to season your chicken with your favorite seasoning, which I already know by now is my seasoning because you've already ordered it. Because I saw a whole bunch of these just yesterday. I sent a bunch out. So thanks for that if you have ordered it. And if you haven't, the website www.thewingkings.co.uk. Hit me up on Instagram if you want. DM Yorkshire.wingkings. Those are the two ways that I'm selling a whole bunch of these as of late. So this is a new one. So yeah, just season your chicken. You want to season it a fair bit because we're going to fry this. So when you're frying it naked like this with no flour or nothing, you can season it even more because once it hits the fryer, a fair bit of the seasoning is going to come out into the oil anyway and it will be lost off the chicken. 2 thighs, you could go with a good tablespoon and a half. Season it. Doesn't matter if it's left overnight and all that malarkey, because it's not that serious. Season it, fry it, take it out, season it again anyway. Alright? So now, chicken seasoned. We'll put it in the fryer. When chicken like this, you want to put it, if you've got a fryer or however you're cooking it, put it in whatever is cooking first and then you put it in the fryer. If you put this in the oil first and then you throw the chicken in, it's going to splash. It's a bit damp still, so it might spit. So put your chicken in, make sure you separate it so it doesn't stick on top of each other. And that goes in. That won't take long at all. That's only going to take about 2 minutes because remember, it's going on top of the pizza and in the oven. So it's going to cook it fully in the oven there as well. Alright, once the chicken's cooked, take it out the oil, let it drain off, and get as much of that fat off. And as I said again, season it just a little bit because you would have lost some of that seasoning in the oil, which is a good thing because anything you use in that oil, it will have to season. Alright, so now we're going to move on to the base. Now, this isn't an Italian style pizza. If it was an Italian style pizza, I'd go get some 00 flour, yeast, I'd go do all that stuff. I'd go and get salmon and tomatoes, you know, cook them down for 45 minutes. I would do it properly. This isn't that at all. This is more of an American kind of style pizza. So the base isn't that fancy, hard to do. Maybe just get whatever you want. A lot of pizza stores in your area, they will sell you the dough if you want it. But even that for me, it's just a bit much of having to roll out and stuff. Over here in the UK, Asda, they will sell you, they do their own, cook and create their own pizzas in the store. And you can just get a couple of those bases. I love these bases, I swear by them. You can get the stone bake one, you can get the thin and crispy one, you can get the small, this is a 14-inch, you can get a 7-inch. But it's just easier and quicker. And I'm telling you, you don't lose any quality from taste. So if you're Italian, don't kill me. But like, this isn't one of you guys' pizzas. Just let me rock, let me do what I'm doing. And just trust me, right? I mean, if you're in a rush to cook, who's got time and, you know what I mean, effort to do all that dough? Well, you can just have this, right? If you want to make a proper, really, like a real pizza, then go ahead and do the dough. I will do that one of these episodes, I will do it. I'll make up like an authentic Italian pizza. But this is more American style, right? So, once you cook your base, we're using I got a stone bake one, I got 2 here. I got a stone bake and I got a thin and crispy. So we're gonna go with the stone bake one for the day. And we're gonna make the sauce. and then cut the pizza. So now I'll walk you through how we're going to make the sauce. Use anything you want. You can use any saucepan you want. This is my favorite pot I own. I use it for everything. It was gifted to me by a good friend of mine, a chef in Liverpool named Paul. When I was playing basketball in Liverpool, back 10-15 years ago, he really showed me a lot as far as things in the kitchen. So he gave me this. He gave me this and he gave me a knife. I've still got the knife, but it's dead. But I've kept it as a souvenir because I did appreciate it. And I still use this. I love this. So Paul, if you're watching, my guy, I appreciate you. So we're gonna make a roux, which is equal quantities of fat and flour. All right. So we'll go with 2 tablespoons of butter. When it being using fat for a roux, the best one to use is butter because obviously you get like a good flavor. So get 2 tablespoons in, 2 tablespoons of regular flour, and as soon as it goes in, you want to start to whisk that straight away. Whisk it. The whole point of a roux is just a thickener. It's a sauce thickener. So anytime when you see like mac and cheese sauce, just any of these kind of sauces, they usually start with a roux or gravies. If you make a gravy, you can make a homemade gravy by this, and then just throw some chicken stock in there, put it on a low heat, and keep it moving, and it will thicken up nicely, and then it's ready to go. So that's just what we're doing here is a roux. And once it's all mixed in, the butter's melted. Some people make it really thick so that it's all together. I like mine loose. I prefer it to be loose because I just feel like it won't. Once it's finished, it won't be too thick, and you can always thicken it up if you want to by just leaving it on the heat. Once it's loose, as is there, you want to go in with 2 cups of milk. Use full fat. You don't have to. If you've got semi 1%, then that's fine. But just for the sauce, for the matter of indulgence, go with full fat milk, and then just keep it moving. Keep it moving. You have to keep it moving because if not, it will burn on the bottom. And once it starts to burn, you're screwed. You gotta empty it out. You start all over again because if that does burn, that flavor you can't get it out. So you can't skip it. You can't just say, oh, just leave it and just throw stuff in. It's ruined. Just start all over. Right? So keep it moving. Let it thicken up. This should take about 5 to 7 minutes to thicken up. Once it's thickened up, we'll add Philadelphia cream cheese to it, and we'll add buffalo hot sauce, and we'll add Italian seasoning. Once it starts to thicken up, change it to a spoon, any spoon, for multiple different reasons. But the main one being you can feel the consistency more, and it will really start to stick on the spoon. So you can see that it's thick. So just keep it going. It will continue to thicken up. They get nice and thick. Some people season it with salt and pepper. I don't think it's necessary for this dish. If this was a sauce for mac and cheese, then yeah. But with the buffalo sauce going in, we're going to put some Italian seasoning in there. Salt and pepper is not necessary. So yeah, that's getting there now. What happens is it's real loose, then it gets thick like that. Takes about 1 second like that, it's thick. So you want to make sure you catch it. You don't want it to get too much because it will also burn. So once you've got it to your consistency that you like, go in with 2 tablespoons of cream cheese. This isn't necessary. You don't have to do this. When I first made this dish, when I first invented this dish, I never used to put it in, but I've added it in now just to make it a bit more luxurious. But if you don't have it, it's fine. You can definitely skip this step. You could also use almond milk if you wanted to do this minus the dairy. Almond milk works really well for this. There's tons of good dairy-free butters out there. So you could use the dairy-free butter. Obviously, flour's fine. Go with almond milk, and then skip the cream cheese and a non-dairy, vegan actually, pizza sauce. Once that's in, throw in your buffalo sauce. So remember, we put 2 cups of milk in to 1.5 cups of buffalo sauce. And that will loosen the sauce, obviously, because the buffalo sauce is a little loose. So just keep stirring and it will thicken back up. You might get a couple lumps here and there, but don't worry about that. That will cook out. You won't taste that or anything. It won't make your food bad or anything like that. Alright, fully incorporate all that. Once that's in, get some Italian seasoning, which is just a mixture of herbs. You can throw that in, and you can do some oregano if you want, because the Italian seasoning does have oregano, but with it being a pizza, the most famous herb for pizza obviously is oregano. Or not obviously, but oregano, I'd probably say basil. Alright, so that's pretty much done. That's the consistency that I like. It's still nice and thick, and it's not too spicy. You can do things to this if you want to make it more spicy. You can go throw in some cayenne pepper. But for me, this is the way I would like it. So once that's done, just take it out, put it in a bowl, just let it cool down a little bit, and then we can start chopping the pizza. So now everything's good, cooked. All we gotta do is put it together, throw it in the oven, let it cook. So it's nice and cheese is bubbly. The base is nice and crispy, and it's ready to go. So we've made our sauce. It's at a nice consistency. So you just want to put it on the base. Don't put too much on, because you don't want a soggy base. And a little goes a long way with this. This sauce here, I could probably get a good 6 to 8 pizzas with this amount of sauce that we just made. And it will stay in the fridge. It will last about a week. Once it goes in the fridge, it really sets and goes hard, which is fine. You can put it on your pizza at that consistency. It doesn't matter. You ain't gotta warm it up or nothing like that. You can just take it straight out the fridge and put it right on to your pizza base. Alright, so once you've covered it, obviously leave a little rim around the side. Once the edges is cooked from in the oven, once that's golden, then you know that it should be good for the whole base on the bottom. Alright, so see, nothing fancy, just get it on and chop the pizza. So the first cheese I always do when I use pizza is mozzarella. Alright, so make sure it's all covered with mozzarella. The mozzarella, I think we said this last time. Chicken balls, it was the pull comes from mozzarella, and that's going to be the same with the pizza. So while you don't get much, you do get a flavor from mozzarella. There is definitely a flavor to it. It's very, very mild. So for me, I use mozzarella for the pull effect. So you want to put your mozzarella down first, then your chicken that we made earlier, get that all over on top. For those 2 thighs, you could, if you really wanted to stretch it out, you could use 2, maybe even 3 pizzas for 2 thighs. But I'm only making 1, so I'm just gonna put on what I need and leave the rest. You can use the rest for something different, or just give it to the kids. It's fine. And then top that with your cheese mixture. This is, as I said before, this is a 5 cheese blend. Mozzarella, there's cheddar in there, there's red Leicester, and there's, I believe, Asiago. I'm not too sure of the 5th. So the Asiago, you'll get a lot of smokiness from. Mozzarella, you get more of a pull. Red Leicester's more flavor, so is the cheddar. Alright? So as much or as little cheese as you like. Obviously, with it being a pizza, probably want to put more cheese on. And then you could just anyhow you want, just a bit more sauce on the top. This sauce isn't spicy. It's a buffalo sauce. Does it have spice? Yes, don't be silly. But it's not like insanely hot. This is milder than regular buffalo sauce, because obviously we put the milk and the Philadelphia cream cheese, so that's brought the heat down just a little bit. Once that's done, you want to put your Italian seasoning on it. Again, that's just a bunch of different dry herbs. Just put it on. I always say when it comes to this, the herbs, the dried ones on a pizza anyway, when it looks like you've got enough, just a tiny bit more. So I would say that was probably about 3 teaspoons on there, and that's good to go. Throw that in your oven, about 190 degrees. Keep checking on it, but it shouldn't take no more than 10 minutes. Once you check your pizza, make sure it's cooked. There you go. I like it like this is for me. This is perfect. I like it dark brown, crispy. If you love your cheese and you want to overindulge, you could put a little bit more cheese on the top right now. Throw it back in the oven for about, I don't know, 30 seconds just to get it nice and melted. And then we're good to go. So you take it out, portion off. Now, if I'm eating this, I'm going 8 slices. If this is for a party or if this is for kids, you can cut this into a whole bunch of different slices. You probably get a good 12 to 14 slices out of this. But yeah, cut it up. There's still a couple of things we're going to do with this, add to this as a garnish. Once it's all cut, buffalo chicken wing pizza wouldn't be a buffalo chicken wing pizza. Got a chicken wing. Bring it around the middle, and then sauce of your choice. That's the neighbor.
So if you could maybe just sometimes
keep it down.
The sauce of your choice. I'm going with ranch. Obviously you don't have to do this, but this is more for the aesthetics, the look. On the top, you can go with blue cheese, you can go with sriracha, you can go with whatever sauce you like, whatever sauce you would eat with regular buffalo wings. Buffalo chicken wing pizza, it tastes like a chicken wing, right? That's the whole point of it. With the buffalo sauce as a base instead of a tomato sauce, and the pieces of chicken thigh, which is very much like a wing. Alright, so there's your buffalo chicken wing pizza. Thanks for watching another episode. We're going to shoot another one right now. So thanks for watching this one. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Tell your friends. Go on our website. Check out all our social medias. See what's going on. There's loads going on right now. So please follow, subscribe again, like, tell your friends, share.